The questions about the shadiness of this house on King Road where the murders took place, as some described it, or even questions that we received about whether a specific roommate may have been the intended victim, all of that, we believe, can be traced back to the way the cops originally talked about this crime. From the very start, the police described the killings as, quote, targeted.
Based on details at the scene, we believe this was an isolated, targeted attack on our victims.
Even the mayor described it that way in this interview just days after the murders with Good Morning America.
I think from the evidence that exists on site, the conclusion was fairly straightforward that this was targeted, isolated, doesn't pertain to any other location or any other individuals in the city.
It's very strange. How did they know that? On what were they basing that? They said nothing more. This targeted language continued for weeks. One state police spokesperson told the Daily Mail it's possible all 4 victims could have been targeted by the killer. Prosecutor Bill Thompson told a local news outlet, quote, investigators believe that this attack was intended for a specific person, end quote. Why did they keep saying that over and over and over? Moscow Police Captain Roger Lanier said, quote, we've told the public very clearly from the beginning that we believe it was a targeted attack. To be honest, you're going to have to trust us on that at this point because we're not going to release why we think that, end quote. And indeed they didn't. But by early December, the tune changed. Moscow police put out a statement attempting to clarify a miscommunication, saying, quote, detectives do not currently know if the residents or any occupants were specifically targeted, but continue to investigate. Come on. With no acknowledgement of the number of times you've said that and why, no explanation of why. I get that they don't want to undermine the case at trial, but this is just too glaring. I mean, what does this language even mean, targeted or specifically targeted? The confusing mixed messages in the early weeks of the case led to intrigue among many, including true crime watchers. And undoubtedly, many of the theories that have emerged and continue to percolate online are due to this very unclear framing by the cops from the outset. Did he know them? Did he want to be with them? Did he post on their social media? All of these questions, some of which we've addressed in the earlier episodes. Meantime, we know the house on King Road was a known party spot. And according to Howard Bloom's reporting, the neighborhood where the house was located was known to be an area where drug dealing did take place. Let me tell you a story about a guy named Leo Grillo. Leo was on a road trip and came across a Doberman. This dog was severely underweight and clearly in trouble. Leo rescued him and named him Delta. Sadly, Delta was just one of many animals that needed help. And this inspired Leo to start Delta Rescue, the largest no-kill, care-for-life animal sanctuary in the world. They've rescued thousands of dogs, cats, and horses from the wilderness, and they provide their animals with shelter, love, safety, a home. Dedication and everlasting love to animals, that is Leo's mission and legacy. Delta Rescue relies solely on contributions, and if you want caring for these animals to be part of your legacy, speak with your estate planner because there are tax benefits too. You can grow your estate while letting your love for animals live well into the future. Check out the estate planning tab on their website to learn more and speak with your advisor. We call a dog man's best friend for a reason. You can help those who need it most. Visit deltarescue.org today to learn more. That's deltarescue.org. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.